So have you guys ever seen that video, oh my goodness, where that lady had like a spider crawl down her face, like on her eye and stuff? Well, I just had a spider, like my hair was kind of sticking out a little bit and it was coming down. And it was a really tiny spider, but it was still a spider and it scared the absolute shit out of me. So I deleted that video because you don't need a video of me screaming because there's like a spider like yay big coming off my head, which is freaking me out enough because I'm terrified of spiders. I don't mind them if they're outside. If they're outside and away from me, they can do whatever they want. If they're in like the high up corners of the ceiling, whatever, just as long as they stay away from me. And, excuse me, as long as they're not like coming at me, them being on me, no. But that's not what this video is about. This video is actually about unorthodox correspondences. So our correspondences are generally things like the color yellow for air, the color red for fire, color blue for water, and green for earth. Well, and this is just one example. Why not change it up and see what we actually think of when we think of, for example, the element air? I don't think of the color yellow. I think of pastel pink or pastel purple, sometimes even pastel blue. So it's pretty much, for me, I changed the correspondences to suit my own needs. And even with fire, I don't really think of the color red. I more think of like black and gray, because that's the colors of like ash and charred stuff that's been treated with fire. So that's just at the basics of what I'm trying to get at, I guess. Sorry, my dogs are wiggling around, so they're a little distracting. That I'm still freaked out by the spider in my fucking hair. No, not okay with that. But anyway, so things around the house could also have magical associations. For example, your dry shampoo. You can wear that out of the house. Put a shielding sigil on the canister, and, you know, when you shake it up to get it ready to spray into your hair, that charges the sigil, and when you spray it, it activates it. So that's just a quick idea. Or let's see, your toothpaste. It's cleansing your mouth. You know, maybe it's helping you to have clear speech, or to say what you really mean, or to speak truthfully. Just imbue it with that somehow. You can, and this is just bathroom stuff for some reason that's popping up in my head, but like even stuff in the kitchen, the different pans you use to cook with, depending on what they're made out of. Say you cook, I mean, I'd say you cook with cast iron, but cast iron can be a bit finicky. But even just a regular like steel whatever pan, I think that's what they're made out of. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. But a pan, that can have protective qualities. So, you know, you're putting protection into whatever food you're making. Maybe you're using wooden spoons, or, I mean, that's putting the element of earth into what you're doing. Even silicone and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure you could come up with something for that too. Just, I mean, that could just channel your energy itself and be a wand. I mean, that's just a couple examples of things you can do to have your own sort of associations with things. So what do you think of when you think of socks? They cover your feet, they keep your feet warm, they protect your feet. So, I mean, you can go so far as drawing sigils on your socks for things like protection or shielding or guiding your feet so you don't get lost, or any number of things. And I mean, say it's summertime like it is now and I don't leave the house in anything but flip-flops, draw a sigil on the bottom of your flip-flops, or I don't know, just have it be your intention on the flip-flops that it's going to protect you from stepping on shit you don't want to step on, and it's also going to help guide your feet so you don't get lost. Yeah, are you going to chew on his face? Why do you got to be so noisy about it? I love having a puppy. I do love having a puppy, but he's a very talkative puppy. Anyway, and let's see. I mean, you can do like the color stuff, you know, glamour magic with makeup. You can dress in the different colors you want to have in your... Hey, stop it. You can dress to have the different colors you associate with different things kind of be with you throughout the day. And like, for example, with grounding, you know, maybe wear brown or even like an olive green or whatever color you associate with grounding. I mean, it could be hot pink for all I know. It just really depends on you. So wear that to keep you grounded. You can do different jewelry to do the same thing, or I mean, you can even go so far as to, like me, when I dye my hair, maybe I could dye it a color that, you know, will bring a certain magical aspect into my life for while I have that hair color. Because if you guys can't tell, I don't keep my hair the same color for very long, and I'm actually going to be dyeing it today. So the next time you see me probably won't have the same hair color if I can actually get the spoons to get up and dye it. It's just the pigment, so it should be pretty simple. But yeah, so come up with your own things. Like, don't take it out of a book and say, oh, well, this means that, and this is the association that this book is telling me it has. So even though it kind of feels off to me, I'm just going to go with it and say that that's what it is. Because while some of it is, yes, a generalization, and a lot of people do associate that stuff with it, like, for example, the color yellow and air, a lot of people really do see like the color yellow when they think of air. But for others, it's not what they see. For me, it's not what I see. So I don't associate the color yellow with air. But yeah, I'm kind of starting to ramble, and my puppies are getting hyper. So I'm going to go and hope this video makes sense. And I've got another video to record later today for witch dwellers. If you guys want to check that out, that would be cool. It's the channel here on YouTube that's a collab channel. Still a pretty new channel, but we're working on getting more videos up on a more regular basis. Bye, guys.